And I'm recording. Gus, go with the theme song.
No, I don't do that.
No?
I'm not a bitch.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Rooster Teeth.
Get the fuck out of here.
If everything goes right. Probably not.
As always, Gus Sorola.
Hey, I'm Geoff Ramsey.
I'm a secret WoW player.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the podcast.
What a way to end.
That was funny.
I want to say in context that what I said there was, what's it like I'm some kind of secret WoW player? I was denying that I was a secret WoW player.
You
Sure.
were edited.
That's not what the tape says.
You should sue
The
that
song
man
says
for
you are one.
defamation.
And now it's out there, and people are just going to believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm a secret WoW player.
We'll have to
You just said it again.
bury a retraction song in next week's podcast.
No. Someone will send us a retraction song this week, and in about 5 months, we'll play it.
There you go.
As always, if you have a song you'd like to send us, email it to podcast@roosterteeth.com.
But please wait 5 months.
But mileage may vary.
You have to watch what you say on this podcast now that we can be edited.
It's true.
Like, I went out and bought this vacuum cleaner. Man, that thing can suck. But the guy who sold it to me was a huge dick.
So how you doing? You've been sick for the past couple of days, Burnie.
No, I'm fine.
You're
I'm
fine?
fine. You were the one who was sick. I have allergies.
Right.
What are
ass allergies? How does that?
No, I didn't have that shit. I didn't have. I didn't have that thing that he had.
After we posted the podcast last week, I went out to dinner. Then I woke up Thursday morning incredibly sick, and I think I didn't get out of bed till Sunday. And I hear Burnie caught a little bit of it, but not quite as bad.
I don't know. I was pretty bad, but I didn't have the stuff that you had. Like, I had no intestinal problems. I had a fever. I had what they call cedar fever.
Cedar fever. At some point during the weekend, you told me you wanted to die. Over AM.
Me?
Yeah.
I know. I thought I was going to die.
You also accused me of trying to kill you on Monday morning.
That's true. Burnie was, well, I guess over AM.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a big baby when I get sick, and my wife will be the first one to tell you that.
She did. She told me Sunday.
Yeah, when I get sick, it's the end of the world. I think I've written a couple journals like that too, right?
It's like playing Left 4 Dead for you. Once those germs pounce on you, it's like, hey, get it off.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm incapped.
I have 101 degree fever.
I'm incapped.
Would a meteor please land on the Earth and destroy all life as we know it? That would be great.
Someone give me an adrenaline shot.
Your impression of me is very favorable, I should say.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's usually more panicked than that.
And angrier.
But we're glad to have you back regardless.
Yay. You're on some kind of a roll. This is your second podcast in a row.
I was going to say, I was here last week. You said welcoming me back.
Welcome me back to the office. You were out. You were sick.
I was gone a day. You were gone half a week.
He's got a point.
I was gone 2 days. Half a week.
I mean, I know laying in bed for 3 days is like Mexican working, but...
And that's the end of Burnie's political career. I could see that one all over CNN.
I meant northern Mexico, specifically the region where Gus is from in Mexico. Not to generalize.
Well, on that great racist note...
Can I point out something?
Yeah, what's up?
Though being laid up for the weekend with cedar fever, I still couldn't finish fucking Mass Effect. How is that possible? How long is that game?
How close are you?
I don't know. I'm on my 50th run through.
Okay. 50th run through.
I saw you playing it last
So you
night,
got
right?
10 more to go.
They
all have it.
I think Geoff just went down.
I just caught cedar fever.
What is cedar fever? Why do they always say that in Texas?
Because
that sounds like something fake to me.
We have I don't have allergies, but as I understand it, Austin, Texas is the epicenter for cedar allergies in the world.
So cedar fever is not actually like an illness, it's just allergies?
It's just really bad cedar allergies.
See, I missed work for 2 days because I had bile coming out of my ass. You missed work for a day because you had allergies, Burnie.
Is it really fever, though? Like, is it related to hay fever?
Well, it can cause some serious problems. Like, before my wife realized she had allergies, she got pneumonia from it.
Oh, my Jesus. What is with the sick podcast?
Yeah, I don't know. That was 2 years ago.
What? Nerds are sickly?
And her pneumonia got
and
so
have
bad
allergies?
that she
Fucking
busted her
newsflash.
eardrum. All from allergies.
Have you seen the guy who's been posting videos online of raps that he makes from tuberculosis quarantine?
Yes, that's awesome.
What?
No.
Yeah, they're awesome, except for the dude.
Australian guy.
Everyone's kind of glazing over to the fact that the dude is in tuberculosis quarantine. And that's, I guess we're just supposed to accept that.
That's still like, what is he coming to us from 1950?
No, I mean, this is the new thing now, that all these germs that we thought we had eradicated are now coming back.
Like, I know there was that dude who had, like, that super rare contagious tuberculosis, like, last year, and then got on a plane, remember that?
Fucker.
And the CDC had to, like, track him down and track everyone down on the plane, and then all their families.
Yeah, they publicly kind of shamed that guy, too, didn't
Yeah, they fucking threw him under the bus.
they? They really did.
Huh.
Yeah, but they used to have tuberculosis colonies
Yeah.
where you just go live if you had tuberculosis.
They still took it pretty seriously. When I was in the Army, I had to get what they call the TB time test every year while I was in, where they like inject a little thing on your skin, and if it bubbles up, you've got tuberculosis.
Don't they still do that for
Or you
like kids in
carry it.
school?
Yeah, I think they do it for little kids, and then they do it for soldiers, like every 12 months.
That sounds terrifying.
It's not bad.
If I remember, at the TB test, it's like a little thumbtack, right? Almost,
Yeah.
and they like
Yeah,
they just like
there's
poke you.
nothing to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they tell you, it's no big deal. This won't hurt.
Unless if your arm falls off, then we'll know.
Yeah.
This won't hurt unless it does.
But if you get a little bump on your arm where we did that shot, we're going to take you away from your family forever.
You're going to move to an exciting new colony.
So I don't get why this guy, the raps are very, very funny. And if you haven't seen him, we'll post a link to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen him.
But I don't know what the prognosis for this dude is. I mean, he's in this quarantine. I don't know if they think he's just going to get over tuberculosis, or they're just running these super antibiotics that they have that they don't give to anybody until it's like some super bug.
Yeah, so I don't understand tuberculosis. Is it something that you can overcome naturally, or do you need like tons of drugs to be able to overcome it? Do you know?
I don't believe so. I don't think it's something you can overcome. It's just a big, long, chronic lung condition that eventually it's what you die from.
Tuberculosis, that's what they used to call that consumption, like in the 17 and 1800s,
Look at you.
right? Is that what it was?
Got your history hat on today.
Okay, just making sure. I want to know.
Maybe this guy is on his way out, and he wants to get as much rapping done before he goes as possible.
Maybe if he gets enough views on YouTube, he'll live. They'll give him the good antibiotics, like if he becomes a partner.
We'll see.
It's like there's this rapper that I listen to named GM Grimm who got convicted and of some sort of charge, it was 3 strikes you're out kind of thing, and he got sentenced to life in prison. So the day before he went in prison, like the 24 hours he went in prison, he made as many songs as he could in the studio as possible.
That's awesome.
And put out his last album of Final Day of Freedom.
That was like Hustle and Flow, right?
Kind of, yeah. And then the dude started studying law when he was in jail, and got himself out of jail. He only served 3 years. Started filing motions. Eventually, he got himself free.
That's like Shawshank Redemption.
You
write enough letters, they're like, fuck this guy.
Somebody can read.
You were telling me
Put him in isolation.
Weren't you telling me the other day that everyone's in jail because of Nancy Reagan? What was the story there?
I was watching that Morgan Spurlock show, 30 Days, and he just had an interesting figure that now in American prisons, more than 50% of men incarcerated are incarcerated for drug-related crimes. And that since Nancy Reagan, the amount of people incarcerated for drug-related convictions has increased 12-fold.
And the Nancy Reagan connection is that she launched the Just Say No campaign.
Yeah. No, she just bought a shitload of drugs. And since she ratted everybody out.
She was a pusher.
She's a big narc.
She dead, Nancy Reagan?
I don't think so. She's still kicking.
alive.
Man, that's incredible. Really? She's still alive?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure she is.
Did you see the funny? Did you see the Funny or Die bit with all the presidents, the old SNL presidents?
No.
It's some political ad or whatever like that, but it's got Dana Carvey, Will Ferrell, actually Jim Carrey is Ronald Reagan, and he does an awesome Ronald Reagan, and who else? Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Fred Armisen.
Get to the point.
Anyway, I'm saying it's funny. We were talking about Reagan.
I'm with
Jim
you.
Jim Carrey's Reagan was awesome.
Jim Carrey's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, it's good to see him doing like that sort of character comedy. He hasn't done in a while.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd does Carter, right?
Yes.
It's interesting. Because I think Jimmy Carter's been on like this long-standing Jimmy Carter impression for like the last 10 years himself, hasn't he? He goes from like winning Nobel Prizes to everybody hating him for being an anti-Semite. Right? He goes back and forth between the
And
two.
also insulting current presidents.
Wait, people hate him for being an anti-Semite? I must have missed that.
Am I getting that right? Or is he too Semitic? He's on one of the Semitic polar extremes.
Okay.
He's
No,
something.
I think he was making pro-Palestinian statements, which then were
Construed.
I don't want to say construed or interpreted. It's such a
yeah.
volatile issue, but people were attacking him for being anti-Semitic.
It's a delicate situation.
Yeah.
How are you liking Final Fantasy 13, Jeff?
Hey, dude, I'm loving it.
Wow.
What a jump.
Good lord.
Should we high five?
I'm 6 hours into the game so far, And you would think being 6 hours in, I'd have a pretty good handle.
So are the tutorials over yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm still 6 hours in. I'm still doing tutorials.
So how is that first cutscene?
It's 4 hours.
It's funny you say that. Every time I walk back here to try to look at some of the gameplay, every time I walk in, there's a cutscene on. And Jeff's like, I swear, I was just playing the game right before you walked in. I walked in like 10 times yesterday, and 9 out of the 10 times there was cutscenes on.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
You know, we don't do reviews of games, really. I mean, we just kind of play them and give a slight opinion. We don't do, like, in-depth reviews or try to put ourselves out there as journalistic
That's
reviewers.
a good idea, because we're clearly biased.
Yeah. I think we should review people who play the games and like them. Like, people who play Final Fantasy 13 or the Final Fantasy series, they're fucking crazy people. you have to have an interest in two things. Idle animations, you have to really like those. And menus. That's pretty much it.
And item management. Like inventory? If you like manage a warehouse, Final Fantasy is the game for you.
Can't get enough of it.
So,
we got to be
as
careful.
says the guy who's played Mass Effect like 45 times.
Jeff,
that game's all item management.
Jeff made some comments about
that's pretty my other addiction.
People who like Final Fantasy in the latest AWU video, and some people in the YouTube comments called him
a
fag who will never get laid.
Whoa, really?
Because he didn't like Final Fantasy, or he made fun of people who like Final Fantasy games.
And good-naturedly, I mean, I'm a person that likes Final Fantasy games. I'm playing it right now. I'm 6 hours in.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something, kids. Fags get laid a lot more than you do.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have problems with that. They got no issues on that front.
Absolutely.
And also, they probably don't like Final Fantasy. It's probably too gay for them.
But so you're 6 hours in, still have tutorials, but you're liking it?
I am liking it. Yeah.
What's the last Final Fantasy game you played?
Last game I played was 10-2.
10-2. Oh yeah,
which I did not like.
Yeah, I didn't play that.
But I liked 10. So
did you say Final Fantasy 10-2?
Yeah.
It's like First Blood Part 3.
Yeah, there was Final Fantasy 10-2.
That's like not even close to being like First Blood Part 3. First Blood is the name of the movie. I mean, it's ridiculous that Final Fantasy 8 is out. It's like, this is the 8th final time we're going to do this. And they don't relate to each other, right?
No, it's funny. Jack was watching me play yesterday, and he goes, and how are these guys related to the people in 10? And I was like, had to explain to him that they never are related. It's always similar themes, very similar costume design, identical summonses. Yeah, same attacks, same magic, just different worlds, different people.
New graphics, shinier.
New graphics.
Same shallow emotions.
Floatier hair.
Are you having fun with the game, though?
Yeah, it's great. It's a really good game.
I think everyone keeps asking because no one can believe it.
GameSpot gave it a 9, and I'd say that's pretty accurate so far. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they give a 9 for the tutorial phase?
Yeah.
Still in?
Their thing is, they say, the thing that I read, I think I read this on Joystick, was that if you can suffer through the first 15 and a half hours, the game gets really good.
If you can suffer through the first 15 and a half hours.
But I wouldn't call it suffering. I mean, I'm 6 hours in, and I don't feel like I've suffered.
They called it. They are the game journalists.
That's true.
They review, and they called it suffering.
It's a fun game.
Man, can you imagine? Do they get assigned games? They must be able to pick them, right?
I would hope so. Yeah.
Doesn't that affect the overall review?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I know publishers like picking certain guys. Like certain reviewers will give them scores. You know, if they like an RPG type games, like you want to make sure this guy gets your game and not this guy. I know that firsthand.
How hard is it, do you think, to have journalistic integrity in the current environment where we are in history of video games?
I think it's going to be the next one possible.
Yeah, damn near impossible.
It's almost like the early days of radio, of like payola and everything. There's almost no morals when it comes to that stuff, right?
I agree.
And it's just like, hey, everything's a 9, between a 9 and a 10, basically, if the game cost over $20 million to make. And then there's these massive ad campaigns that are on the sites that are reviewing the games.
Mm-hmm.
It's their number one source of revenue.
The ad campaigns are feeding the reviewers.
You pretty much just described why Achievement Hunter will never do reviews.
Well, we're openly biased.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a lot easier to be biased than it is to have to worry about, I don't want to piss anybody off or say anything that shows that I like something.
Speaking of,
listen, I want to point something out though before we go too far away from that. I want to point out that in the overall organization here, that Jack would be the content maker for Achievement Hunter, and I would be the executive manager of Achievement Hunter, business-wise, and a business perspective. We're more than willing to do reviews. if we can cash in on that payola thing, bring it on. You know what I mean?
We could be openly purchased, basically.
You know what I can't wait for?
What's that?
Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 3-2.
Aren't they launching like a beta for that or something?
Are they?
Like, I think
yeah,
like if you
that.
bought the PS3 version,
just for the
like
PlayStation.
There's a beta code for Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I'll say if you're a developer or a publisher and you hated Gerstmann's Kane and Lynch review, you'll love ours. So, just throwing that out there.
Game of the year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Every year. every site skin game of the year.
Final Fantasy, and I'm clearly biased because I've never played Final Fantasy. Completely talking out of my ass. I'm doing that thing where I'm sniping at something that I have no appreciation for.
Which is
you belong on YouTube,
right? Exactly.
Sure.
No one's gonna get laid. But I went straight from being a PC gamer to being an Xbox gamer, and now like a pseudo PC gamer, kinda, which is gonna actually go way up because now that Steam's coming to Mac. I guess we'll talk about that in a second. So I really don't have anything. I have nothing to say. I missed the whole like Sony PlayStation generation. I just missed that completely because I was a PC gamer at that time, and that's when Final Fantasy really hit.
Yeah.
The guy who plays, like I shouldn't say guy who plays, the guy who Vic in Red vs. Blue is based on, a guy actually named Vic. Mm-hmm. He was my roommate for a short time, and he made me play Final Fantasy VII, and just wouldn't stop talking about it. And so I think I played like 4 hours of it and just kind of gave up on it.
Well, you only went through 20% of the tutorials in 4 hours.
Yeah, probably so.
I saw the other day that Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are available on the App Store on the iPhone now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I might pick those up. Those were like games I was interested in when I was like much younger, like old NES stuff.
I can't keep that step straight. Is that actual 1 and 2, or is that American 1 and 2?
It's actual 1 and 2.
Okay.
Do you remember Dragon Warrior?
Yes.
I remember getting a free copy of Dragon Warrior with my subscription to Nintendo Power back in the day. That's the only RPG I ever really got into.
Did you get into it solely because it was free?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, at that time, I was a kid, and the amount of games I had were completely limited by my parents. So I liked it. I remember, like, you have to get the rainbow drop to make the bridge to get to the final boss.
Yep. Speaking of...
Amy want raindrop cop. What was that? You guys...
It's Congo.
It's Congo. It's the
Amy want raindrop drink?
Amy want raindrop drink, yeah. That's how they calm Amy down to fly, because she doesn't like to fly. She has anxiety.
Amy, of course, is the gorilla who can sign.
So they give her martinis, and they call it the raindrop drink.
Can we nickname Jack Amy? That'd
Yeah.
be my favorite thing ever.
Thanks, Bernie.
Yeah, no problem.
Whatever, Amy.
I will say one thing that's kind of sucks about Final Fantasy 13, before we get off this Final Fantasy kick, is that while I'm playing it for Achievement Hunter, you fuckers are all playing Battlefield Bad Company 2.
God, I love that game.
And having the best time ever.
Oh, you can play Battlefield 2 at home?
I had to play Final Fantasy at home. I had to play 6 hours so I could get to a point where I could film something. So I was playing catch-up last night.
You have the first video cut for that game now, right?
Yeah, I do.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm growing wise. I'm not playing it.
You're not playing it?
No, it's co-op, and I'm just not a co-op gamer. I can't. I just
Wait, Battlefield?
I yell at people too much.
Is Battlefield co-op?
Well, you play on teams and squads and whatnot.
Oh, we're just like deathmatch multiplayer stuff.
Oh, okay.
Is what they're playing. Like, what is a Squad Rush?
Rush is my favorite one.
Yeah, Rush, Conquest, Squad Rush, Squad Deathmatch, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I went from level 4 to level 6 like in an hour last night. Pretty happy about that.
That's pretty impressive.
Me and Pike 419 and Government Cheese were owning the base.
What do you play? You play Engineer?
Yeah, I play Engineer.
What are you playing these days, Jack?
Well, I've got my Medic maxed out, so I've been playing a lot more Engineer, but when it comes to if I really want to do some damage, I jump back as my Medic.
Yeah, Medic's pretty awesome in that game.
I think after I get my Engineer up a little more, I'm going to switch over to Assault. Like last night I unlocked the rocket launcher that you can, the heat rocket launcher. It doesn't work with the tracer darts. You can kind of move it after you fire it.
Oh, dude, that thing is awesome.
But it's not the one that you can it's not the one you were talking about, I don't think.
Really?
Didn't you say there's like another one that you could like first person guide?
No, it's not first person, but it's like they have like mounted.
It's like the
ACs.
turret.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one I got.
Yeah, it's the third rocket launcher.
Yeah. I used it for a while, but then I went back to my previous rocket launcher because I like the advantage of being able to use tracer darts more.
Yeah.
Is every other person in the game still playing sniper?
Oh yeah.
Good lord,
dude! The amount of the snipers in that game are so stupid, especially when you're playing like Rush, and it's like your team is all like way back at your starting base sniping guys. It's like we have to destroy the whatever the uplinks, and they're all way back or in the helicopter flying around.
And they're saying, no, you have to destroy it. We're sniping.
Yeah. Like, go for it, buddy. I got your back.
It's a fucking pain in the ass. There's way too many snipers in that game.
But the best part of it is if you get within like 30 feet of a sniper, they have no idea, and you can just walk up and like, stab.
I spent some time doing that.
And they never see you.
I was trying to get the dentist achievement for a while last night. Couldn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been trying to defib somebody to death because Jack did it once, but I was screwed up a few times. And there's nothing more embarrassing than going in for a stab or a defib and missing and having the guy turn around and just go, boop.
Yeah.
You feel like an idiot.
I did that to a guy last night. I like... Someone had a motion sensor, so I knew there was a guy behind me, and I turned, and he swung and missed right in front of me, and I shot him in the head and killed him. Nothing better than that.
Sounds like good times.
Taking
family
out
fun.
context.
Very, very good.
I saw a great video online where it was Modern Warfare 2. A guy was on the top of some barn, and he came across a sniper just crouched, laying down, looking out a window. And he got the guy's gamer tag by looking at him, brings up his Xbox Live dashboard, sends the guy a message saying, hey, turn around. Sends it, goes back to the main dashboard, then drops out of the dashboard. When the dashboard drops away, the guy is standing up, turn around, and shoots him right in the face as soon as he drops his dashboard. How he knew he dropped his dashboard, I don't know. If there's some kind of indicator.
Lucky timing.
Yeah, it was a very funny video.
That's awesome.
Great payoff.
Speaking of Modern Warfare 2, did you see that video that I guess was on Dig the other day about the guy who like recammed the No Russian level in Modern Warfare 2?
I watched that yesterday.
Like he recammed it and cut it like as if it was made for TV or like a movie.
When you say he recammed it, did he do it on PC then? Or?
Yeah, it's all PC, like third-person cam.
Interesting.
So what would that entail? Like security cam footage and just different edits?
Like a free cam, yeah, like just editing from like free cam mods, like people running around and like trying to tell the story.
He cut it down to just like the dialogue essentially, right? And then he
it's
filmed
like
around the dialogue.
It's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea.
It's cool. It's one of the original genres of machinima is the recam. To take what's there and just present it in a different way.
Yeah, and then he like cuts it together. He shows like the people fighting, at the house to get the intel, and then the Russians, starting their massacre at the airport at the same time. Then like the people at the house figuring out that they were going to go to the airport and attack it, and the airport attack happening simultaneously.
That's crazy.
So like they make it a little more linear time wise.
See, that's one of the really cool things about machinima is that there's a guy working alone who can do something very cool by himself. And I don't know anything about the guy, but if he's not a writer or doesn't have a lot of friends who can do voice acting, here's something that he can make that's cool that people identify with it. Gus is watching right now. It looks awesome.
How many views does it have?
Right now it has 125,000 views.
Well, after this podcast airing, it'll have at least
125,100.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the last 30 comments will all be drunk tank. That's one of the most obnoxious. I hate linking the stuff now in the link dump because people will invariably click on it, and then if they have a commenting system on place at that link, they'll just comment drunk tank.
I love it.
That's funny.
I
wasn't aware they did that.
I feel like we're like releasing the hordes on people. Especially they love to especially do it on YouTube channels and YouTube videos.
There's no explanation or any link back or anything like that, so it's just randomly people yelling drunk tank.
With lots of
That's got to be confusing as hell.
Caps lock and lots of exclamation marks.
So should we say something about Awu? Because that was something we did after last week's podcast.
We made a new series called Awu.
Yeah, and now you have two of them. How is it possible you started after last week's podcast? It's a weekly update, and you've already had two.
Well, the first one came out late.
Yeah, last week was kind of a slow week, so I was like, let's try something new. And so on Thursday, we cut together this video, and we were like, hey, will this work? And people seem to really like it. So we're like, all right, let's start doing it. So,
what Jack's talking about is Achievement Hunter Weekly Update that comes out every Monday, and it's basically like a 3 or 4 minute live-action video where we just detail all the new games, DLC, demos, that kind of stuff that coming out for the week for the PlayStation and the Xbox.
That's cool. You do PlayStation also?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it, why not, man?
Yeah, we mentioned Yakuza 3 this last one.
I tried to pick that up last night. I couldn't.
Oh, was it sold out?
No one had it.
That's too bad.
GameStop said they might get it today.
There was another game that you guys wanted me to pick up for you that they didn't have anywhere. Was it Tropico?
Tropico 3 we couldn't get anywhere.
Dynasty Warriors Strike Force.
Yeah.
That is free DLC, I think, this week.
You can't buy Tropico 3 on GameStop's website.
Man, that would be
on their
frustrating.
website, it's back ordered.
As a developer, I mean, that's frustrating as hell.
Absolutely.
I mean, I went to 2 different Best Buys and a GameStop for you guys trying to find this game, and it was a new game.
Yeah, I searched on their website, and there are no GameStops within 100 miles that have it.
Same with Game Crazy. I checked them out, too.
Yeah, that would be frustrating.
Yeah,
I mean, how many GameStops are in America? 4,800? Are there way more than that now?
I have no idea.
I think it's probably between 4,800 and 6,000.
Let's say there's 12,000, and that'd be high.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's not 12,000 copies of the game out there?
Essentially, yeah. It's like, and also, how fucking expensive is it to manufacture a disc?
Yeah, the only place I was able to find it was like on Amazon.com.
Yeah,
not the Amazon Rainforest, the .com.
I had a similar problem getting that Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing too. They didn't have it at Best Buy or Game Crazy or GameStop. I eventually found it at the mall.
Latest info I see is that GameStop opened their 5,000th store in 2007. So.
Oh Jesus, yeah, they have a lot more than that.
We saw a cool trailer the other day. We could spend this whole podcast probably just talking about trailers that have come out in the last week.
There are a lot of trailers.
Yeah, we saw a trailer for a game that you and I played and liked a lot.
Just Cuz?
Just Cuz.
Just Cuz.
We had a guy at a convention once walk up to us and say, hey, I read online that you and Jeff really like to play Just Cuz. And I'm like, just Cuz? Just Cuz what? He's like, Just Cuz. And we're like, just cause? And then we're like, are you saying just cause? And
Oh,
he's like,
my God.
He's like, oh, yeah, I say, that's how you say it? And I was like, no, that's how everybody says it, buddy.
It's a regional thing.
Yeah, he must have totally missed the point of the game. But
Yeah, they have those Anatomy of a Stunt trailers, and we watched
That's
one.
awesome. I mean, what is he? Did he think like the title was like totally not connected to the game at all?
Maybe he thought like, hey, why are you guys having a rebellion?
Just cause.
Whatever.
Oh man!
I wonder if it's called like Just Cause TOO. Just Cause Too.
Why are you all having a rebellion? Just cause too.
Why'd you jump out of that plane? Just cause. It actually makes a lot more sense. The game really didn't have much rhyme or reason after you got past like the Tropical Island Rebellion. Suddenly the guy was doing ski stunts. He was doing parasailing off of cars. Maybe it was called Just Cause.
Maybe you all are the idiots.
Yeah, maybe we are.
I love that guy. That guy's my new hero.
Yeah.
Well, he was pretty awesome.
The trailer we saw for Just Cause 2 was pretty awesome. You drove a boat off of a hit a ramp on a boat, and then jumped on the boat, and then shot a dude in a sniper tower with a bazooka, and then got back in your bout and drove on.
Nice. I haven't seen that
While
trailer.
you were like 30 feet in the air.
I'll have to check it out.
And it looked great.
Yeah, it does. It looks really, really
It
fun.
looked great. And the first game was a lot of fun.
It was. I think it was underrated.
Did you ever 1,000 point that, Jeff?
Yeah, I went back and did it.
Nice. What about you, Bernie?
I did it before he did.
He did it probably
Yeah,
2 years
I
before
was pretty
did.
sure you did right away. I know Jeff played it and put it down and picked it up again.
Yeah, it was one of those games where Jeff hadn't finished, but he was so close, so I was like, look, I'm going to finish. I'm going to start this game and finish it before he can get his last 100 points.
And he did.
And I did.
But I went back in last October and finished it, and had a great time playing it again. Very fun game.
Nice.
I can't tell you how many times I've thought about in the last 3 years picking up a new profile and Dead Rising and getting that achievement. I just can't bring myself to do it. I cannot.
Join the club.
The achievement you have to get in Dead Rising, which one is it?
7 Days
7 Days
Survivor.
Survivor.
And that requires you to play straight for 14 hours?
Yeah,
Approximately.
approximately.
And not fuck up.
And not fuck up.
So, I mean, what do you have to do? Do you have to actually play through
Survive.
it? Can you go hide in a corner? And just
You got to
sit
eat.
there?
Your health is deteriorating like a click every 12 minutes or whatever, so you have to find food and eat it so that you can keep your health up so you don't die.
Yeah, the first thing you have to do is build up your character to the point where you can do that.
Yeah, you got to book it.
And there's all sorts of little things, too. Like, your character has to survive for, 14 hours or 7 days in the game. And your food only lasts so long, but it turns out your food lasts about 35 seconds longer than the timeout on a wireless controller. So you can feed your guy, then immediately set down your controller, and do that over and over again. It's like a Tamagotchi. You do it for a weekend, essentially. And
So
you'll
what are you saying? As soon as like your controller turns off, you immediately turn it on and eat?
No, well, the controller turns off, which then pauses the game. So then you can come back at any point, turn your controller on, and say, eat a pizza. And then do that. And then you have to, like, go out and get more food when you run out of food. And you end up with these little stockpiles of food, like, on the awnings of these stores in the mall.
And there's weird boss fights that only happen at certain times during the day in certain places. You got to know where the guys are.
That's not so much in that mode, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, you have to clear out all the bosses are present in the mall, and that's where you get most of your food. And you just have to clear them out one by one.
I want to play Dead Rising again now.
You should do it. Play Dead Rising 2. It's coming out
I want to play Dead Rising
summer.
before Dead Rising 2. Maybe we should go back and do that.
One of the best games easily on the Xbox. Came out the first year of the Xbox, too.
Mm-hmm. Came out, like summer 06? Like August 06?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Michael Burns.
Go for it.
Now that you're 100 hours into it, how do you like Mass Effect 1? You've played it more than any human being has a right to play that game.
It's on a curve, and the achievements force you to overplay that game. They really do. They force you to overplay it. But it's a great game. It really is. I had a very Jeff moment, though, I have to say, in playing that game.
Thanks.
Jeff played all of Crackdown without knowing that you could pull the left trigger to lock on to enemies. So he's freeform aiming through the entire Crackdown while he's jumping off buildings.
Beat the final boss. The whole thing.
I played a playthrough and a half of Mass Effect without knowing that the car shoots rockets. I just didn't know that, and so I was machine gunning everything, which took me a long time.
Jesus, that must have been hell on a Thresher Maw.
But I got really good with that car, which that car's terrible. That car is terrible. I say that game is two phases. It's the talk to people's faces phase, and then the drive the car over a mountain phase, and that's basically the two modes of that game.
It's so
I'm,
weird.
I'm
having-
glad they removed that car in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, having only played Mass Effect 2, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The car is
The Mako.
that car's unwieldy.
They are. I know they're putting a car into Mass Effect 2 in DLC.
Yeah, it comes out later this month, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm on my last run. I'm on my Insanity run, and it made the combat much more fun. To
Oh,
play
really?
on Insanity level, and it's not hard at all.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
You
on
probably
Achievement
also
Hunter?
you probably also have a level 60 character now, right?
Oh, I do, but they level up above you. That's part of what Insanity is. And they have this thing where they can like go immune, and you have a room full of people who are immune. And you're just waiting it out. But on Achievement Hunter, you guys have the ability to rate how difficult an achievement is.
Yeah.
And then the profile for that game then tells you what's the hardest achievement for that game. Mm-hmm. And Insanity, I think it's ridiculous amounts of people have voted that as being a very hard achievement. And so maybe I was over prepared for it.
Huh.
And actually, I don't have a level 60 character. I have 59 with like 100,000 experience left to go. And I'm almost done with my Insanity run through. So
You're going to have another playthrough then.
something.
How long does it take to get 100,000 points in that game?
Well, let's put it this way. I have 100,000 points to go of experience, and I think over the course of the entire game, I've gained 750,000.
Okay.
So I have 1/17 or something like that. I have about 1/7 that I have to regain of my experience that I've done over the course of the entire game.
Oh, out of all your playthroughs
Well-
cumulatively?
No, because I started other characters
Right,
to get
yeah.
other achievements too. But yeah, we'll see.
It just sounds like a lot of work.
I recognize, though, that Mass Effect has identified that I have a problem where I have a completion problem where I can't put it down until it's done.
You have a really high completion rate. You have like over 50 games completed.
Oh, yeah,
I
way
think.
more than that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have 50%, but I have a pretty high percentage, too.
I'm sitting at like 40.
I'm doing a dumb thing where I don't start games until I'm sure that I know there's not some dumb achievement in it that I can't.
That's totally smart.
No, it's not. That's stupid.
No, it's smart.
No, that's stupid. At least, I'm glad to hear you admit you have a problem, Bernie.
That should not affect the way that I play games. And somehow it is.
No, that's not the focus of the game. The focus of the game is to have fun, not to collect stupid arbitrary points.
I
Who the
would,
fuck
I
are
would
you
disagree.
talking? Who are you talking to?
Should we talk some more trailers?
Yeah, I was
sure.
going to try to bring up the Tron trailer.
Dude, that Tron trailer's so badass.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I think so too. Thumbs
Okay,
up.
next trailer.
All right, next trailer, Iron Man 2.
No, but the thing that amazed me is the young-looking Jeff Bridges.
Yeah.
In that
A
trailer.
lot of people aren't realizing that that's Jeff Bridges. Like, that's a young Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, my wife didn't notice it.
What do you mean? That's not really Jeff Bridges.
Well, of course it's not. It looks like him.
You're saying they don't realize it's the character?
Yeah, they
Okay.
don't realize that's Flynn from the first movie.
Yeah, they didn't record Jeff Bridges parts for this movie, 25 years ago.
Like Superman.
No, Tron was a flop.
Was it really a flop?
Yeah, the first Tron.
I believe it.
I think it was considered a big flop.
It was denied a nomination for Academy Award because he used computer effects.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it was denied the Special Effects Award, or even nominated because it used computers and that was cheating.
Wow.
And now Avatar won for Best Animated Movie.
Looks like Tron made $33 million when
Did
it came out.
wait a minute. Do you say Avatar won for best animated movie?
That was a joke.
Oh, I was about to say.
Yeah, that was.
What did win best animated? Upwind? I didn't see
Up,
that.
Up did.
Yeah.
I didn't watch 1 second of the Oscars.
No, you didn't miss anything. It was terrible.
I enjoyed the Oscars. You guys have been ripping on it. A lot of people have been ripping on it. I actually thought it was pretty good.
When did we rip on it? I didn't rip on it.
Matt and I ripped on it for about an hour Monday.
It's when you were home with allergies.
Yeah.
Cedar fever. I thought the Tron was considered a flop, but it made $33 million on a $17 million budget.
In
In
what,
1982.
82?
82.
That's a lot of money.
$17 million is a lot of money spent in 82.
Yeah.
A lot of money. Let me see what Jedi cost on. I will look this up while y'all discuss.
Speaking of what stuff cost, did you see that God of War 3 cost $44 million?
Who announced that number? I didn't see that.
I read it was on joysticks.
I'm always skeptical of these numbers.
I think
that they come up
Sony
with.
or whoever develops announced it.
Oh, really? Okay, if the developer actually announces it, I believe.
And they were saying that was right on like target with what they wanted to spend on it.
Because there was a list a couple of weeks ago that was like the top 10 most expensive games ever made. And I looked at some of those budgets and I didn't believe them.
I gotta say, I didn't believe it either.
Yeah, they seemed sketchy to me.
Grand Theft Auto was on there for $100 million.
I don't see how you could spend $100 million.
Maybe music rights.
I wouldn't know. I mean, I don't know what it costs to make a video game. I'm surprised when I found out that only 100 people make these things.
Yeah.
And they start off with teams of like 15 to 20 people and grow it up to 100 over the course of development. I would think you would need 300 people to make a video game. Fuck, make it 1,000. Why not?
Okay, there you go.
It's not my money.
To accommodate our vision, yeah, it would take 1,000 easily.
To give you perspective, Return of the Jedi, which when I looked it up, Jack was looking over my shoulder, so I'm making fun of myself before Jack does. When I looked this up, I typed in Return to Jedi. I have no idea why I wrote that. But the production budget on Return of the Jedi by George Lucas, also known as Star Wars Episode 6, cost $32 million. So Tron was a little more than half the budget of Return of the Jedi.
Wow.
So that's they knew that was solid money. That was bankable
Right.
money, $32 million. So Tron must have just had an escalating budget. All right, how do we get off on this discussion? We're on a weird tangent now.
We were talking about
no idea.
trailers.
Oh, we're talking about the expenses of video games.
Right.
Yeah.
But, that's got to be like, it makes you wonder, too. I guess there's something to be said for just saturating the market. But why wouldn't you make like a Reach, or why wouldn't you make a Modern Warfare every year? If these things cost $50 million and make a fucking $1 billion.
Yeah. I don't know. I would.
I've seen our friends who are at Blizzard that I follow on Twitter. They post their company parties. That's 1,500 people at Blizzard. Mm-hmm. And we know that most of Blizzard is WoW at this point, or a big chunk of it is. How many people work on WoW?
I bet there's not many that work on WoW. I would be surprised if more than 200 people work on WoW.
Get outta here.
We read how many people work on WoW in that infographic thing we had the other day. Do you remember that?
Yeah. It was surprisingly small.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was a surprising figure. God,
I'm sure they have a lot of people dedicated on the StarCraft and Diablo teams, and also on that other new MMO they're working on that they haven't announced or said anything about.
What is that, by the way?
Fuck if I know. I wish I knew.
Come on, tell us. Give us a hint.
What?
I saw the way I saw the little twinkle in your eye.
I work here. I don't know anything about that.
Did you read about the new MMO that was announced yesterday?
No? What?
I can't remember. I was hoping somebody else would know.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the Battlestar Galactica?
Yes.
MMO?
Oh, yeah.
The Battlestar Galactica MMO.
That's something I liked a lot, but I have no interest in playing in game form.
Isn't that being developed in Austin?
I don't know, but it's a weird
wouldn't be
setting
shocking.
for an MMO because they never went anywhere. I mean, they never. It was.
Then you go ship to ship?
Yeah, I mean, is that right? You go ship to
Uh-huh.
ship? That could be an MMO, I guess.
Yeah.
Those ships were pretty big.
Yeah.
And we used to know, there was 20 of them?
30? Something?
30?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember.
They always had that count of the people up on the wall. I guess they could do that. But they only went to, I think 3 planets in the entire show.
Yeah. What do you do? Are the Cylons constantly following you? I'm gonna go hop in my Viper, shoot some Cylons down. Woo! Okay, let's go emote some dances on the bar.
That'd be the greatest MMO of all time if they only let 7 people be Cylons.
Dude, that would be
7
great.
players per server. That's it. Or I guess 13.
Would you play an MMO with a user cap? Say
what does that mean?
there could only be 2,000 players on every server.
It depends on the dynamic of the game.
Who would make that business model?
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, the accounts are $900 a month. So what do you mean, 2,000? That's it? I wouldn't. No, I guess it would depend on the. If there was a ton of AI in there, if you were in, say, Matrix, for instance, if you were in a normal environment and there was only 2,000 other people who were super powered in the whole thing, that might make sense. Or City of Heroes.
I mean, it'd have to be something where it's an enclosed environment, and every user would be more important than normal.
It's kind of how Galaxies was supposed to work, where only certain people could be Jedi, and it was a really big deal to get to become Jedi, and then they broke it almost immediately.
Yeah, then they fucking
and then you
introduced holocrons.
You mean the devs broke it?
Yeah. Well, then it was just after a month, everybody in the fucking server was a Jedi.
There's nothing you can do about that, Jeff. There's nothing.
Well,
you
before
can do about
before the Jedi came out in the game and leading up to during development of the game, they said that the process to become Jedi was going to work in the story. It was going to make sense. It was going to be a clear path. It'd be attainable for anyone if they just worked at it. And in the end, it was just find this rare item.
Yeah.
And if you find the rare item, then
And everybody found it.
yeah.
Really, everybody found it.
You had to go into this fucking cave and fight this monster, and at 5% of the time, he would drop this holocron. And you would go into that cave, and there would be 500 people all sitting around.
And the monster would only spawn once an hour.
And then everybody, the monster spawn once an hour, and everybody would try to shoot it real fast.
Yeah.
And then, 1 out of 20 times, somebody would get the holocron.
1 out of 20 times, 1 out of the 500 people would get the holocron.
And 499 people would be cloud songing, and
So, wait, so if you shot the monster, you got the shot that killed him.
No, you have to hit it first.
Okay. And then it aggroed on you or whatever?
Yeah.
So then, but if you were the one who killed it, the holocron that dropped was yours. Or could other people pick it up?
No. If you're the one who shot it first and it was tagged as your enemy, then you're the only one who could loot it.
That's it. Okay. That makes sense, though, if you think about the canon of Star Wars. That's how Darth Vader, he killed that thing. And became
It's a midichlorian box.
I mean, how does that pass any kind of writer's meeting? I mean, they're all a bunch of geeks in a room that follow Star Wars. Who comes up with that? And everyone goes, yeah, that's cool. That's how you become a Jedi.
That makes sense.
You kill a monster in a cave. You become a Jedi.
It was like when Luke was on Dagobah and he faced Darth Vader, in his mind.
When did Luke become a Jedi? What was that the moment?
He became a Jedi between 5 and 6, didn't he?
I don't
He
know.
went away?
He went back to Tatooine and completed his Jedi training at Obi-Wan's old house, right? And that's how he got the green lightsaber he got Qui-Gon's lightsaber that was in a footlocker in Obi-Wan's house, and he wrapped it up.
What fucking movie did
Yeah,
you
what are you
watch?
talking
No, that's not in the movies.
It's in the radio place.
I think he's right, though.
I'm right. Yeah.
They mentioned Qui-Gon Jinn in the radio plays?
They don't mention him specifically, but they mention that it was Obi-Wan's old Jedi Master.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. And that's why he has that green lightsaber in Jedi.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, the contest, if you've ever wondered who the biggest nerd in the podcast is, Geoff Ramsey.
Today. I'm sure that'll change hands next week.
No way!
Until someone busts out with Star Trek minutia.
What?
Corey Haim found dead.
Yeah, he died this morning.
What the fuck?
He OD'd.
That's no surprise.
I mean, I guess it's not that big a deal. I mean,
Wait.
it's a big deal to him.
Are they saying he OD'd?
Yeah, it's
the
a
initial report.
Yeah, initial report said it was overdose.
Wow.
Unintentional overdose.
Man, and the picture they've got of him here is he's 18 or 6. He looked like he was 12 when he was 18.
The Lost
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
too
CNN
bad.
did not have a flattering photo of him this morning.
No.
Remember that? No.
Was it a more recent one?
He didn't age well.
Yeah.
Had a lot of rough times in his teens, I guess.
Man, I think fame at a young age can be probably one of the worst things that could ever happen to you.
It must have been really bizarre for that kid to be he was on the cover of Tiger Beat and all those heartthrob magazines, and you'd go into Walmart and there'd be posters of the Haim brothers next to football players and stuff. And he overnight went from being the object of every 15-year-old girl's desire to nobody remembered who he was.
That happens. I mean, that's that category.
Yeah, no, I know, but he lived with it for a while because he was a child actor too before he became a teen actor. And it must have been weird to from the age of 8 to 15, that's your life, and then you turn 16 and nobody's calling,
Well, even the ones who seemingly make it out of a child acting career and sustain, I mean, the poster boy for that is Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? And they don't really. It's still not.
Or
normal
Joaquin
life.
Phoenix too.
Neil Patrick
I wouldn't
Harris.
say Joaquin Phoenix was a famous child actor.
He was pretty big. I just saw him in The Parenthood the other day.
Well, I think he was famous because River was famous.
But he was in a lot of movies. I'm saying.
Yeah,
as
he
a
was.
kid.
He was Leaf Phoenix.
Oh, was
his
he?
name. He was Leaf. You read about the kids, and he changed his name from Leaf Phoenix to Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, I guess Jodie Foster would probably be the best example of someone who's
turned out successful.
Yeah, but she's got crazy stuff around her.
Yeah.
With that guy who shot Reagan to get her attention.
That's true.
Fred Savage.
And she had a
Fred Savage saw Reagan.
He really liked Jodie Foster. He was a huge Taxi Driver fan. But would you say Fred Savage is? I mean,
He's directing and producing now. He does a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
okay.
Yeah.
He's not acting really, at all anymore, but he's still in the game.
I mean, currently Neil Patrick Harris, he was a child actor.
Yeah, he's probably top of the food chain right now in that respect. Carrie, what's her face from Felicity?
Carrie Russell.
Carrie Russell.
I wouldn't say.
Seen her in a lot of kid stuff.
Yeah.
You could say Peter Billingsley, but I don't know how much of a child actor he was.
What's her face from Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah.
Kristen Dunst.
Yeah. And Anna Paquin too.
Yeah, Anna Paquin.
She won an Oscar. Remember, she won an Oscar when she was 11.
Yep.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
For the piano.
Christina Ricci.
Oh, wow.
You can say her.
Yeah, you could see.
Yeah, she's a great example.
She is a great example.
I guess not so bad anymore. Used to be worse. I just think the worst thing that can probably happen to you is be really, really famous and not be able to make any money from that, not be able to earn a living from that. That would be such a frustrating experience of having all the trappings of fame except for the success, essentially. I think a lot of reality stars must deal with that.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're Bill from season 7 of Survivor.
That's why you see a lot of Survivor people signing autographs at truck shows.
Yeah, it makes me think of that scene in The Wrestler where he's working behind the deli counter. And the dude's like, "I know you. You look like that wrestler guy."
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's
And
someone
he didn't want to work the counter no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, no matter what happened. Yeah. That was more of a pride, yeah. And now Mickey Rourke is in the Iron Man 2 trailer, to bring that back
He looks
around.
great in the Iron Man 2 trailer.
What do you mean?
No, it seems like he's doing his accent, the character, all that stuff seemed really cool.
Oh,
You didn't
really?
like it?
I didn't like it.
I've never read the comic book, so I don't know.
I am withholding judgment. I'm in that phase because I love Iron Man so much. But
What kind of character is he? I don't even know. Like, I've never read comics. What's he supposed to be?
he's a character called Whiplash. I read Iron Man a ton as a kid, and he's a weird like combination of. He's a later character, but he's kind of a re-envisioning of a character called Constrictor.
Yeah.
From the 80s Iron Man and late 70s stuff, where he had like steel cables that came out of his tops of his wrists, and you know he's one of these villains where Iron Man suffers from good villains. They're all essentially fall into the category of people who worked for Stark or were competitors of Stark and stole his technology and then used it against Iron Man. So they're all just some variation of Iron Man. You can even see that he's got the big heart thing in the Iron Man 2 trailer, and they're doing a great job with getting around that, and they actually haven't gone to the main villain, which is Tony Stark himself. They haven't started to do that stuff yet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they foreshadow any of that.
That's
in Iron Man 2.
the rumor is the Demon in a Bottle storyline is going to be the third movie,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I heard is great.
I mean, it is the main reason why Iron Man fans, when they heard that they cast Robert Downey Jr., everybody's like, "That's perfect."
Yeah.
You know, it's because Tony Stark, the suffering alcoholic, is great, and they seem to be going to the War Machine plotline before they do that. So, what are you gonna do? Have faith, right? It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
The first one was incredible. The trailer looks awesome. I'm sure Mickey Rourke will be great. And Scarlett Johansson looks... That's the first time I've ever been interested in the Black Widow character, ever.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested in that, too.
Yeah.
Thinking about it right now.
And I think Gwyneth Paltrow's looking like that character is actually really interesting. I like the dynamic between her and Tony Stark.
Yeah.
A lot of good trailers came out. I
Yeah.
guess everyone's gearing up for summer movies.
What's the big summer movie this year?
Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
That's May,
Tron is in December, so that's not...
What's the big July movie this year?
Well, Kick-Ass is May, I think.
Will you stop?
That's not a big movie.
That is not the
Dude,
big
Not
movie
a
of the summer.
blockbuster.
Kick-Ass will make over $100 million.
Okay, we all agree, but that's not. They're putting it out in April. They wouldn't put it out in April if it was like the marquee movie of the summer.
Also, every movie makes $100 million now. That's not a big deal.
Kick-Ass will surprise you.
Look, we're all excited about Kick-Ass. Can't wait for Kick-Ass.
It is not the blockbuster jewel in the studio's summer lineup.
It's not Iron Man 2.
So what would be like the July 4th movie this year?
Yeah, I don't know.
Has Harry Potter got a movie coming out?
Harry Potter has 2 movies coming out.
That's November,
but
though, right?
They're later in the year. Yeah.
It's always around Thanksgiving for Harry Potter.
Interesting.
I really don't know.
Maybe it's something secret.
Toy Story 3? When does that come out?
Yeah, that could be it.
That'll be a big one.
There's something else.
I'm about to drop some knowledge.
Okay, here we go.
Dun dun.
July. Well,
But before he says it, will it be a 3D movie? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
June 30th, which is right before July 4th, obviously. June 30th. Twilight Eclipse.
Wow.
Oh,
Is it
wow.
3D?
That's fast.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus.
I didn't even know they were filming that.
Have I mentioned yet that I actually watched Twilight and liked it?
Do you like Twilight?
I did.
So boring.
I thought it was totally fine. The glowing stuff when you get to the sunlight, that was too much for me. But everything else I thought was totally fine.
There was just nothing, and nothing happened.
I disagree.
Until Vampire Baseball. That was when the movie started. And that was like an hour and 30 minutes in.
No, I disagree. I thought it was perfectly fine.
You're crazy.
Just for reference, July 9th is Despicable Me and Predators.
Oh, Predators. I wonder how big that'll be.
We haven't seen
Wow.
a trailer for that yet, have we?
Yeah, they were just filming that, it feels like.
Nothing seems that big in this list.
I read that Rodriguez is bringing Predators footage to South by to show.
Inception, July 16th. We talked about that a couple podcasts ago.
Yeah, but even that seemed like a December kind of a sci-fi
Yeah, that doesn't
entry.
seem-
That seemed like on the
Oh,
level of like a Surrogates. You remember that Bruce Willis movie that came out last year? I just saw that.
Was it good?
I like anything sci-fi. Honestly, I love anything sci-fi. And it was just good.
There was
perfectly fine.
something really cool in that trailer that made me want to see it just for whatever it was.
Was everybody falling down in the street?
Maybe.
Yeah, that folding. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
The A-Team, Jonah Hex, and Toy Story are all June releases.
Okay.
Jonah Hex?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a comic book.
Yeah, it's the one with Megan Fox.
So like a Western comic books.
No,
comic
I have
book.
no clue. Didn't know. I've never heard of the comic. Never heard of the movie.
Yeah, it'll be. I think it's going to be a big movie.
I'm not even sure I'm sitting here right now.
I know what a fucking the Sands of Time movie.
Oh yeah, that's coming out.
Prince of Persia.
There's a Marmaduke movie coming out.
I'm there.
Starring Owen Wilson and Ron Perlman and Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven is in the Marmaduke movie.
Ron Perlman and Jeremy Piven have got to be the two best guys in the world of
If Jeremy
having a
Piven
room together.
is the voice of Marmaduke, I'll send him $100 right now. I'll just put it in an envelope and send it to him and hope it gets to him. Who's the voice of Marmaduke?
I don't know.
God, I hope Jeremy Piven is the voice of Marmaduke.
What's the name of the new Edgar Wright movie? Scott Pilgrim?
You mean the one they're filming out in Arizona or whatever?
I thought they were done with it now.
I don't know.
It's another comic book movie.
Owen Wilson is the voice of Marmaduke.
Dear Lord. Well, he's got the nose.
Jeremy Piven is the voice of Bosco.
Oh, he's the voice of a dog?
I have no idea.
That's good for 25.
Bosco sounds, yeah. Definitely sounds like a dog's name.
What if he's the voice of something? I guess it could be all animated, right?
It could be.
Does anybody know what Marmaduke is?
No, I can't imagine that. I mean, Marmaduke was like the lamer version of Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah.
He was lame as it was, you know? Marmaduke's like Heathcliff.
Yeah.
When's the Pogo movie coming out?
Or for that matter, when's the Heathcliff movie coming out?
Or Snuffy Smith? Jeff, you must have read Snuffy Smith growing up, right? In Alabama.
I liked Snuffy Smith when I was a kid.
That thing can't possibly exist today, right? No. I mean, that was like Depression level era cartoon when we were growing up. You know, why was that still around?
It's funny you say that. I went to the grocery store last night and I saw that they had some sodas set out, like the 12 packs of Pepsi with like the old branding, like the old Pepsi logo from the 80s. And then next to that, they had some old like Mountain Dew with retro packaging, like the Mountain Dew packaging from like the 60s where it's like covered in hillbillies. And it said like it's good for your innards. You remember those old Mountain Dew ads?
No, it's good for your innards.
Like when Mountain Dew first came out in like the 60s and 70s, it was marketed towards like hillbillies in the Ozarks and the Adirondacks, and like all their mascots, their logos were like hillbillies with like jugs, and they would like dance. And you never seen any of this stuff?
No.
I'll link dump it, but it's like, and I think no, it'll tickle your innards. That was their old catchphrase.
Innards. Tickle your innards.
That's the best.
Wow. No, I never knew that.
Yep. And then now it's for like...
I always just thought it was a response to Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow was more for the beatnik crowd.
It was. That was the hipster crowd. It was Mellow Yellow. No, Mountain Dew is completely taken over that.
It's the Mr. Yellow is sitting around somewhere just fucking cursing up a storm.
Well, you know,
every time a Do the Do commercial comes... Every time the X Games comes on TV, that guy's like, son of a bitch.
Could have been us. We should have been yellow. We should have been extreme yellow. We should have been so goddamn mellow.
Mellow Yellow. What was I thinking?
We thought we were going to ride that mellow wave for decades. Then came the 80s. That fucking Nancy Reagan. Took away our mellow. Put it in jail.
I love it when it all comes back around.
It always does. It always seems like it somehow or some way it does.
So I can't believe we've made it almost an hour into the podcast.
And we haven't
Podcast 52, by the way.
That is 53.
53?
That's a full year.
53?
Happy birthday.
It's we're almost there. We had that week where we did 5 in a week.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're almost there. I can't believe we haven't talked about Steam coming to the Mac yet.
I prefaced it.
That's true.
You teased it, and people have been listening, waiting for it.
Steam Mac is going to get Steam. So let me ask you this question. I paid $99 to get every Valve game on the PC version of Steam, which, by the way, incredible deal.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
Deal. Does that mean I'll just be able to like install Steam and download to the Mac?
Yep.
Is that true?
Yep.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Any game that you own and can play on the PC side, you can re-download and play on the Mac side.
There's honestly, that's the kind of thing like you can take for granted. There's no justification for that. That they would port the game to another platform and I would just be able to download it for the hell of it.
Right.
That's an awesome move by that company.
It's really cool.
That's incredible.
They're even going back and porting the original Left 4 Dead as well, like some back catalog stuff to make sure it's all filled out.
That's great.
You know, we spend, or when I say we, I mean as a culture, we spend a lot of time berating companies for what they should do when they don't do it. Like, oh, they should give this away for free, and they should ask the fans how they want this to end and make 5 different versions and give it to us this way and all that stuff. But when somebody does something cool like that, that's not a given. That is a major endeavor, and they should be commended for that. Wow, that is cool.
Everyone should go download Steam and buy some games.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Man, that's pretty cool. I hope it does well. I hope more games start moving over to the Mac. Mm-hmm. iPhone's done well, right?
Remarkably.
Yeah, weren't they saying that the iPad is going to launch with the largest video game catalog in history?
And it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I can tell you it doesn't matter. Have you seen the Windows Phone?
Oh yeah, Windows 7 mobile
where they were
phone?
playing the same version of the game on the phone and on the Xbox and on the PC.
Yeah, so
I haven't
you
seen
could
that.
even unlock achievements on the phone.
God, I can't
Yeah.
wait, dude. I can't wait. It's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah, I guess it's part of the XNA Game Studio 4.0 that they're talking about at GDC this week.
Dude, my dumps are gonna be so productive.
Oh Jesus!
That's gonna be the best.
They were doing this thing where they were showing it somewhere weird. I forget where. It's like they were in Dubai, and they were showing this thing off where it was the same version of the game, and they were playing it on the phone, playing it on the PC, and then playing on the Xbox.
Was it like touch on the phone?
I don't know. I read the story. I didn't actually see the video itself. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. I also read, I don't know if it's a rumor, but I read about Mac Steam, is that you can play a game on the Mac, save your game, and then move over to PC and finish it there.
Yes.
All
You could also play, if you're playing multiplayer, against people on the PC platform.
Wow. You know, it's crazy that, like, that Valve is able to do that cross-platform stuff seemingly better than Microsoft is when Microsoft actually controls two of the platforms.
Yep. Like, how many MS games or how many games are cross-playable from 360 to PC?
360 to PC.
Shadowrun, I think, was one, right? That was
They
one of the
had
big
two
things they
different-
touted in Shadowrun.
Could you actually play?
I think so.
Okay. But beyond that, I don't know, man. I don't think there's any.
Huh.
No, you mean we're simultaneously PC and console users?
Yeah.
We're all going to die on this podcast, by the way. No, I don't really think there's any other ones.
No, yeah. I think of the big thing, people keep them separate because you have one part of the people playing with mouse and keyboard and the other part of people playing with gamepad.
Sure.
And it's not the same. It's not the same.
Well, even if you just look at games for Windows, right, where they were starting to push live and achievements to PC gaming, that was never full integration. Do they even do that anymore?
I don't know. I don't ever see PC like games for live Windows games coming out with achievements anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But I know Halo 2 did it. I know that Shadowrun did it.
There
And I
were
think
some
there were a couple more.
driving games. There was like 10, I think. Gears of War did it. Gears of War 2, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, or it was Gears of War 1 actually. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like something that they abandoned. I guess there just wasn't demand for it, or I don't know.
It seems like something that should be better at this point, right?
I agree.
Well, I think that's what Steam's doing.
Yeah.
At least on the PC side, they have their own achievement system, and you can see all that stuff online. Doing the cross-platform playing between PC and Mac, but still some cross-platform.
It is a captive platform waiting for someone to take advantage of it.
I think that, and then once Blizzard launches StarCraft 2 and Diablo, whenever they do that, they have their own achievement system built in, and chat system, and all those kinds of things as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know basic percentages of market share, but I wonder if you compared the number of Macs in the marketplace to Xbox 360s or PS3s, like what numbers would you be looking at there? Yeah. Are there more Macs than there are?
Right, so it's 12% of the computer market, which Macs have. Is that equal to or greater than the number of 360s
Right.
out there? I don't know.
And, if you're going to compare any platform to a console, the Mac is probably the best one because they're the most standardized computers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting into with the graphics hardware, typically. You know what you're getting into with the memory and the operating system, so...
You mean like from a developer standpoint, they know.
Yeah.
It's very standardized what they're coding for, yeah?
Yeah.
It'll be an interesting experiment. I think they said that's going to launch, the Steam on the Mac launches in April, I think.
Wow. Should be very cool.
And then Portal 2 will be their first simultaneous PC Mac launch.
You excited about Portal 2?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I liked Portal 1 a lot, and then when it was over, I felt like it was too short. But once I'd played it once, it was kind of off my radar. I'm sure that when Portal 2 comes out, it'll be awesome. It's going to have co-op. I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm sure whatever they do
Co-op,
with it will
that's
be
interesting.
Whatever they do with it will be fucking fantastic, right?
Co-op. I mean, I couldn't imagine that.
I couldn't either.
I would kill somebody.
Yeah.
Right? I
Yeah,
mean,
it would be like N+.
that'd be like a legal, actual, acceptable thing you could put forward as a plea is, you killed this guy at 3 a.m. on a Friday night. What happened? It's like, well, Portal 2.
Dismissed.
Oh.
Have a co-op mode.
Level 11? Yeah. We see those a lot. I had something kind of funny when I picked up Final Fantasy 13. Happened to me Tuesday morning. I have this very contentious relationship with the Target by my house because they open at 8 a.m. every day, and Best Buy doesn't open until 10 or 11, and GameStop and Game Crazy open at like 10 or 11. And I always stop on Tuesday mornings at the Target at 8 a.m. on my way to come into work to buy whatever the new games are. And I always go there, and they don't have the games out, and I have to stand there while the guys unpack the boxes, and then they don't have the game I want, or they can't find it, or they think it's in the back, and I have to, like, antagonize them, and they hate me, and I kind of hate them, and it's very tense, very tense
I would
situation.
hate you. I think I would hate you in that
Yeah,
scenario.
I have sarcasm issues. And
they were working at 8 a.m.?
Yeah, and that they open at 8, and I'm expecting it to already be on the shelves, and they're still trying to put it all together. And I'm not awake yet, so I'm really annoyed. And then I just want to get the fucking game, because if I don't get the game, then I got to convince Jack or Gus to take me out at lunch to buy it. And the whole thing's just annoying. And this Tuesday when I walked up to the 360 aisle, and I walked up to it, and I turned and I looked at the top row of games, and the guy comes over and nudges me and he goes, "It's behind the counter for you." I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I already pulled it aside for you." He didn't even ask what game. He just knew I was coming to get Final Fantasy 13, and they'd already set it aside for me.
Nice.
That was pretty funny.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
So you haven't told him what you do or anything. He just knows that you'll.
They just know I'm the guy that comes in and buys like 2 video games a week every Tuesday morning.
Well, it's not a secret. They don't give a shit what he does. They just want him out of there as fast as they can get him out of there. Now that's the Target. Is that the same Target where Matt hung up on the credit card?
Yeah, got his credit card canceled.
That we were in line one time. We were buying furniture for this office when we were first moving in here, and now we're about to move out of here. But we were buying furniture, and I think Matt had used the card like 4 times that day because we were just on an office spending spree.
Yeah,
and he got one of those security alerts on his card. The lady cashier goes, "They're saying we need to call in and just verify some information." So Matt gets on the phone with the lady, and I guess Matt was just like tense with her. And he was verifying his address or something like that.
He didn't feel like he should have to give her as much information as she was asking for.
It's just frustrating when they put you through that process. He's like,
because there's like the password, and then
Yeah.
they want to know the last 4 of your social security, and then it's like...
He's like, "I'll just use another card, thanks, bye," and then she canceled his card. The lady on the phone canceled his card on him.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Just outright, it's like, that was gone. Bye, we had to get Matt a new card. In fact, every time we go to get Matt a renewed card, it's a big friggin' hassle. She flagged his account.
I bet, yeah.
I love it.
He got the dickhead flag.
I love it.
It's like when we got our FedEx account canceled. When you yelled at them and threatened to sue them.
Well, in my defense, they lost a fucking server. I mean, how do you lose a goddamn server? And they were treating it like no big deal. They're like, "You got a tracking number?" I go, "Yeah, here it is." And it's like, this is a $5,000 computer. And they said, "Well, how do we know it's $5,000? And I said, "You motherfuckers, here's the goddamn receipt for it."
Yeah, because I paid for the fucking insurance for it. That's why. Yeah. You didn't ask me if it was $5,000 when you charged me for the fucking insurance.
I mean, Gus, I was angry, but I'm not going to curse anyone out. I worked in customer service for 12 years. I'm not going to, call someone an asshole or do what most people do on the phone.
Why are you looking at me when you say that?
I mean, I'm looking for you for affirmation. It's like,
I agree.
You see me. Have I ever called it, "You motherfuckers"?
No.
I mean, we've had some dudes who are, in our years of working tech support and stuff like that, we've had people who are just unbelievable. We had a dude on 9/11 tell us...
He yelled at me
because
the internet was slow, and I was like, "Sir, the World Trade Centers just fell." And he's like, "I don't give a damn what fell. I need to check my email." And it's like, okay.
It's like, was it stock quotes that he needed to check? It's like,
it was stock quotes, yeah. It was the guy was a day trader or something.
Yeah. Man, I remember one time I had a dude call me in the late 90s when we were working at that place, and this is the .com, stocks are going crazy. And he said to me, he was just fucking reaming one of the reps that I managed. And I said, just transfer the guy to me, because that's part of the job as a manager, is take that bullshit off those guys.
Sure.
And, I let him just go for 5 minutes railing at me and all this stuff. And then I tried to respond to it, and he was like, this is bullshit. Do you know I day trade? I'm losing. Do you know how much I'm losing? I'm losing $10,000 an hour probably that I'm talking to you. And I said, "You make $10,000 an hour doing day trades?" And he said, "Yeah." I go, "Maybe you should have that business on something more than a $19.95 a month dial-up account then." I was like, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
Yep.
That's probably the rudest thing I've ever said to a customer.
Yeah.
You
fucking upsell them to a business account. Oh, running a business on a residential account? Oh, well, we need to transfer you to business sales. Hold on.
That was Gus and our line. We're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was a business account. You need to talk to business." "Oh, well, it's not a..." They changed their tune really fast.
The thing is,
and they're like, "I want a refund for the 3 hours that I was down." And you go,
okay,
you pay $19.99 a month, and you were down for 3 hours out of 24, which is a 30th of your month. And you're like, I can request a 17-cent refund if you'd like.
No, it wasn't even that. It was like, okay, we owe you 1.8 cents. I guess I can get a check. Can we round that to 2? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I mean, and they don't, man, when they give you a business account, they do not mess around. Our phone line here is $160 a month for phones here, for 2 lines. I think together we pay like $85 a month for each line. Something around there?
That's DSL too, though. That's our
that's our internet too. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, a normal phone line's $12 a month for taxes.
I don't want to say this out loud, but our stuff here is residential.
No shit, is it really?
Yeah.
Right.
I cut a few corners when we got in, when we moved in.
Okay, cut.
Yeah, all the business stuff when we moved in was like ridiculous. You're right, though. All the business stuff priced out when we moved in, it was like, business internet. Oh, business internet. Oh, well, that's $1,500 a month. It's like, what? Are you serious?
Wait, so who looks at an address and is like, okay, you're on Congress Avenue. Yeah, you're residential.
We're upstairs.
There's residential on Congress.
Yeah, we're upstairs too.
There's a building 2 blocks over, kind of over by Chipotle. One of the same kind of these buildings. That's an architect lives in it.
Guys, they just built one right on the street.
That's true.
Yeah, you can have a Congress address.
Austonian.
Guess so.
It's not that rare. But it is crazy, like when you put the business level or business class of service on something, what it jumps it up. Because, for instance, I mean, we're an internet company and we have a pretty high traffic site, but we actually pay more for our servers' rent than we pay for our rent for our company.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
They use a lot more AC than we do, though.
I guess so, but I mean, that's like, I guess they include utilities at that, but it's crazy that, the 10 square feet that our server sits in costs more than the rent for the rest of our company for all of our employees.
10 square feet, it's like fucking 4 square feet. It's a fucking tiny-ass little square.
I mean, it's like a closet next to a closet.
Yeah, it's like 10 cubic feet, maybe.
But there is a lot of AC in there.
There's a lot of AC.
Since we're talking about business stuff, too, I'm always amazed, just to bring this back to current events, that we actually pay more in healthcare than we do in rent and parking for everybody in the company.
Oh, wow.
That's one of our biggest expenses. It's crazy when you think about it, right?
It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. That healthcare comes from your company. I've always wondered where the hell that started. That, you don't get anything else in your life from your company.
I know it's like an old union thing or something.
Yeah, it just started one day. That we all just kind of accept that's the way it is, that your healthcare goes with your job. I mean, I don't know where it should come from, but
I think it probably started from people getting injured on the job and suing the places that they worked for.
And it was insurance against that?
Yeah.
And then it became insurance, at some point, health insurance morphed into healthcare plans.
Yeah.
Where it's not just insurance.
It seems like it should be like the individual's responsibility and not the company's responsibility.
Yeah, but you don't get your car loan from your company. You don't get your home loan from your company. You don't get your auto insurance.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying there should be more competition. Like I should be able to go okay, my health insurance policy is going to be up. I'm going to go shop around. I'm going to go look at 5 different places today.
Yeah, even if I don't want to pay what my company's rate is, if they make me pay part of my premium, I can go somewhere else and look at it. Mm-hmm. It's bizarre.
I'd like a little more competition.
Do you think there's any companies that are big enough where they have medical staff?
Absolutely.
Like they just have a doctor on staff?
I would think so, yeah.
That would make sense.
What about a doctor? Maybe nurses? Like that Microsoft campus is huge, right?
Right.
Up in Redmond, they've got to have
There's got to be a medical staff.
Emergency aid or something there.
Why would they, though? You say that, but just because a lot of people?
We got 90,000 employees.
Yeah, but they're spread out across a bunch of different places.
True, but they got to have tons.
You know what? Disney has a hospital on campus in Florida. I know because I went there once.
Now, is that Disney Parks?
Wait a minute.
It's just Disney employees. It's like a Disney-run hospital for Disney employees.
And they treat crabs?
Oh, my God. Yes, and mermaids, Jeff.
Zing.
Do not ruin the illusion.
What'd you go to the hospital for, Jack?
Actually, I fell off a bike. So I worked at the Disney MGM Studios. Which
the
is now,
little mini bike that he rides when he wears the top hat or the fez while Cobra's striking.
I worked at the Disney MGM Studios, and in the that's the one. It's now Disney's Hollywood Studios, but it's huge. And unlike Epcot or the Magic Kingdom, there's no easy access. Like Magic Kingdom is actually built on top of tunnels. I don't know if a lot of people know about that.
Yeah.
But so you can go underground and get to any part of the park, like just by climbing up some stairs. And anyway, they didn't have that at the place I worked, but they had bikes backstage where you could actually take a bike from one end of the park to the other, where guests couldn't see you. And so it was just a quicker way to get around. Like if you want to go to the cafeteria, it was like a 15-minute walk or a 2-minute bike ride. So I was on a bike and I was talking with someone and completely hit a curb and fell and scraped my knee. They're like, "Well, you have to go to the hospital," because I was bleeding.
Was it a nice hospital?
Well, it's just like it wasn't too crazy. It was the
Donald Duck was the chief of surgery, and it really raised questions.
Goofy came out with scalpels and it was pretty scary.
I just like that. then Jack is now the guy who fucks up the bike thing for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, they take away the goddamn.
Now
bikes.
everyone has to walk 15 minutes instead of riding a bike for 2 minutes.
You know that's what happened, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, the funny thing is, they did take out the bikes shortly after that. Not because of me, but because
No, not because of you. Not because of you. Definitely
Never
this
you.
is months after. But no, they actually had an older female employee who she fell off a bike, and she claimed that her manager forced her to ride the bike, like to go somewhere to get something. And so OSHA came in and said, "You got to get rid of the bikes." So now there's like not go-karts, but golf carts in the back.
No, that's cool.
And
That's much safer.
Every employee weighs 15 pounds more now.
Yeah, golf carts are always way better than a bike. You know, if you get on a bike or get in a golf cart, which one do you think, Jeff, you're more likely to take off a jump?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen Jackass. I'm pretty excited to take a golf cart off a
Yeah,
jump.
you're doing the golf cart for sure, right?
Yeah,
Because you get
yeah.
hurt on the bike. You think you're immune.
Safe in the golf cart. You got a roof.
Yeah, I think golf cart's a bad choice. You drive over shit. You know, you think you're immune.
That's like the second when we all were in Seattle and we all rode Segways that day. The first thing the guy said was, "Don't go off curbs, don't try to jump anything." And we were like, "Yeah, no problem, buddy." As soon as we rounded that corner, I was like, "What can I jump?"
He's also like, don't use the red key. The red key will make you go fast. We all like turn the corner, like, all right, everyone put the red key in.
Yep.
That was fun. We were jousting. We were playing tag on Segways in the park in Seattle.
It was.
That was one of my first time. That might have been my first time ever in Seattle, and I have no idea where we were. Like, if I were to look at a map, I have no idea where that was.
There was a lake, and
Yeah.
we were like in an area around a lake,
Yeah.
and it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I remember that being like one of the nicest days I've ever experienced in my life.
It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yeah, the weather was perfect, and there was like 5,000 people out at that lake, and there were all those little restaurants where people were drinking in the daytime, and then we were running around like idiots on the Segways.
And then we ended up under like a freeway overpass.
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah.
We were like in a blacktop parking lot with like one of those fenced-in basketball courts underneath a freeway, but it was really quiet that day, and it was very surreal to me because everyone was moving around, but they were silent because they're electric. So it was just like everyone was kind of like drifting all around that parking lot.
Yeah.
Very surreal moment.
It's good times.
You remember what that was for? What we were there for?
Was it the original PAX?
We were there for PAX 1.
Yeah.
And what was the attendance of PAX 1?
It was like 8,000 or 5,000?
I
No,
think you're stretching it.
it was like 2,900.
I think it was 3,000 or somewhere around there.
You can look it up on Wikipedia. It shows, but I think it was like 3,000, and then the second PAX was like 6,000, and it was crazy.
Do you remember that vendor
They
room?
doubled.
It was us and Ubisoft, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the guys who had the virtual reality ball.
No, the virtual reality ball was later.
That was the next year.
Yeah.
That was the year.
first year, I don't know if
we
there
were
was a vendor room.
We had
a
that
table
long
in the foyer.
table in the foyer, and we had to like have somebody babysit the stuff because it was open 24 hours a day. Remember?
Yeah.
And that was when Joel was signing his name, Joel Heyman Joel.
Yeah.
I've been to every PAX.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Let's keep that alive.
Man, that's crazy.
And what is this PAX that we're currently going to hit this year?
7? I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I guess the three of us have been to every PAX.
Well, we found out our panel at PAX in Boston is going to be Saturday,
At 3:30 p.m.
right? And we'll be showing some very cool stuff. Do not miss that. And Joel and I will be at Emerald City Comic Con this Saturday, which is March 13th, I believe.
Yes, that's
Sounds right.
correct.
And we will be there from 11 to 12 in the Halo Waypoint booth at Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle.
Nice.
And we'll be giving away some DVDs. I think we're going to give away Reconstruction DVDs and just sign them. But we're only going to be there for 1 hour, and that's it. We're just stopping by the Waypoint booth as part of like a Halo Community Day.
And then you also have a South by Southwest interactive panel the day after that, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are. I don't know how many people listen to podcasts are going to South by Southwest, but on Sunday I will be on a panel at South by Southwest at 11 in the morning again. I'll have to double check that, maybe 10.
I think it's 11:30 actually. I just looked it up on the South by Southwest website.
But it's the merch panel. It'll be me, guys from Busted Tees, 30 Second Bunnies, and Despair.com.
And then the next week will be South by Southwest. I will be on vacation and appearing at every venue that has free alcohol from Monday to Thursday next week.
We might be announcing this a little prematurely, but we're also going to have an event at the Alamo Draft House here in Austin sometime in April.
Are we?
Yeah, we're still working out the details.
What's news to me? What are we showing?
We're not on the calendar yet, but we're hoping for April 1st.
Alamo Ritz?
For a 7th anniversary show, yeah.
South Lamar.
South Lamar.
But we're working it out. We'll post some details as soon as we have a date finalized.
That's exciting.
Yeah. All right, so is it lunchtime?
I think so. Let's
right.
go fight some food.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Toodles.